My child, just talk to me, and you will yourself feel that the problems, the pain, the storm that was seemingly bigger in your eyes is now no longer important. I've been by your side through it all. Even during those times when you might have thought I'd forgotten about you. I've always had my eyes on you, every single second of your life. I noticed you when you were crying, even though no one else did. I noticed you smiling, trying to cover up the hurt. I understand the weight of what you've been through. You've experienced things that others might never really get. And you just kept on walking. It wasn't that my child wasn't strong. It was just that you were stronger than the rest. I gave you strength, even when you didn't realize it was me doing it. You really believed it was all about your willpower. You probably thought it was just a coincidence. There were moments when you thought you got through it all by yourself. Honestly, I was the one supporting you when you just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I was the one easing the situation, keeping you safe from threats you weren't even aware of. I was right there with you, even in your toughest times. I need you to pay attention for a moment. I really think you should stop feeling like you're stuck. You're not stuck. You're going through a process. Life was never meant to be perfect. I never said it would be a walk in the park. I promised I'd always be here for you, didn't I? I've been quietly working in the background, shifting things around, getting people ready, and opening and closing doors in ways that will really benefit you in the end. So, you feel like you've been held up, huh? It sounds like you feel like you might have missed your chance. But really, nothing you've done, nothing anyone else has done to you, no mistakes, no failures, no betrayals can change what I've got in store for you. I'm the one crafting your story. I'm not done with you yet, not right now, and definitely not in the future. Try to release those timelines you've built up in your head. Just release that pressure to perform, to achieve, or to prove your worth to anyone. No need to try to impress me. You don't have to do anything to win my love. I picked you even before everything began. Even before you accomplished anything or faced any setbacks, I had already claimed you as my own. My love for you isn't about how well you act or how steady your faith has been. I love you since you're my creation. I love you so much because you're my child. Whatever you try, it won't make a difference. In this moment, I really want you to just take in that love. No strings attached. Just go with it. It's time to let go of that guilt. I've already forgiven you, so there's no need to keep punishing yourself. I'm not judging you for your past. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you get back on track. I never asked you to take on that weight, you know. Guilt, shame, fear, and anxiety. Those feelings were never meant to define who you are. You've put them on like armor, believing they keep you safe, believing they give you strength. Honestly, they've just made it tougher for you to sense that I'm here. Go ahead and lay them down. Not everything can be fixed, and honestly, you were never meant to take that on. You don't have to bear your burdens by yourself. You're here to walk alongside me. I've been here, waiting for you to come to me, not with your perfect self, but with the real you. Feel free to share what's on your mind. Come on, show me your anger. Share your disappointment with me. I've got this covered. Your pain doesn't scare me. No worries, your questions don't bother me at all. I'm right there with you in your struggle. I'm actually a lot closer than you might realize. Oh, trust me, I'm more involved than you might think. Hey, I need you to get something really important. Your past doesn't define who you are. You know those things you regret? The choices you wish you could take back? The chances you feel like you let slip away? None of that stuff really defines you to me. I get you completely, and I still call you my chosen one. I still think you're worthy. I still think of you as redeemed. You've changed a lot since those days. Even if others might not notice your growth, I definitely do. Even if people try to bring up who you used to be, I've already put that version of you to rest. I can see the person you're turning into. I really love every step you're taking towards the future I envision for you. Try not to compare your life to others. You have no idea what they might be holding. You really don't have to stick to their timeline. Your journey is meant to be one of a kind, just like you. It's all about doing something unique in your life. It's something that others might not always get. No worries. Not everyone has to get your calling. Just trust that I really do. Absolutely I do. I can see what's coming up. I can tell where this road is taking us. There's so much more waiting for you, looking for more peace, more purpose, and more fulfillment in life. It all begins with trust. Believe me, even when it seems confusing. Believe me, it can take longer than you think. Just trust me, the answer isn't ready yet. I get it. Waiting can be really tough. I'm not keeping anything good from you. I'm getting you ready to welcome them. You've been asking for change, but sometimes I don't shift your situation because I'm using it to help you grow. I hear you loud and clear. Let's get those doors open. Before we dive in, I just want to ensure that when the time comes, you're ready to face whatever comes your way and have the wisdom to navigate what's ahead. Don't overlook this time of getting ready. Don't worry, it's not wasted. Waiting isn't a punishment, it's more like a form of protection. You're not missing anything. It looks like you're getting some serious attention. I have a pretty good idea of what you need, maybe even better than you do. I've got a feeling that I'll know when the time is right. I've got my timing down so you can count on it. I get the whole picture, not just what's happening right now. I'm not really one for deadlines. I go with the flow of fate. I'm just saying, there's definitely more out there for you. It doesn't matter your age, how much time has passed, or how often you've stumbled or missed the mark. There's always more ahead. You're right on time. You're not too far off. I can help you get back what you thought was gone. I can bring new energy to what you thought was gone. I can transform your ashes into something beautiful. I can help you find meaning in your struggles. What the enemy intended to harm you, I'm already turning into something good for you. You'll look back and see that what once broke you ended up being the very thing that built your strength. You'll notice that what was supposed to bring you down, I turned into something that lifted you up. Hey, just remember, you won't be stuck in this chapter forever. I'd really like you to trust me again, not with empty phrases or just words, but with everything you've got. Give yourself to me, not only when things are tough, but every single day. Get up and decide to rely on me. Let's chat. Come take a stroll with me. I'd love to be the first person you turn to and the last one you hear from. I'm not just your God. Guess what? I'm your Father. I'm not just your provider. I'm here for you, buddy. I'd love to stroll with you through the everyday moments, not just the extraordinary ones. Let me share something amazing with you. The incredible strength that's tucked away in your mind. Your thoughts, the ones you think about every single day, actually hold a lot more power in shaping your life than you might think. You were created to reflect who I am. You've got this amazing ability to think, dream, believe, and really make an impact on reality just by what you think, say, and choose to do. You're not just a victim of what happens around you. You're not without power while you wait, feel pain, or even when you're confused. You can totally think in a way that matches my truth. And once you do, everything shifts. Sometimes, my kids fall into the trap of negative thinking without even noticing. It really changes how they view themselves, other people, and even me in a big way. Feeling worried, scared, bitter, resentful, ashamed, and in despair. They sneak in softly, putting on the guise of realism, responsibility, or logic. But I didn't come up with those thoughts myself. I didn't plant them in you. I've always shared words that bring life, not death. Let's focus on what we can achieve, not what holds us back. I've never said anything negative about your future. When hopelessness talks, just remember, that's not me speaking. When you find yourself agreeing with negative thoughts that bring you down, and you keep repeating discouraging words in your mind, you're actually putting up walls that block the blessings you're hoping for. You've got to get this. Your thoughts really do matter. Those are seeds. Every thought you allow to settle in your mind can really take off, shaping the way you talk, act, and view your life. Your beliefs about yourself really shape the way you live your life. That's why I've been saying you should refresh your mind every day. It's not just something to do once in a while or when things get a bit too much. It's something to embrace every single day. Every day, the world is going to throw some lies your way. Your past might try to sneak in and tell you what you can't do today. Each day, the enemy will attempt to cloud your perspective with fear, doubt, or pride. I've handed you a weapon, my word. It's not only about reading or memorizing, you know. It's all about swapping out every lie for the truth, turning doubts into confidence, and replacing fear with peace. Hey, do you recall what I mentioned? Let your mind be renewed and transformed. Real change, lasting change, starts not with what's around you, but with how you think. When your thoughts aren't in a good place, it can really wear down your soul. If you're feeling weighed down by dark thoughts, it can really cloud your perspective. When your mind is filled with my words and you allow truth to take charge, you'll discover clarity, courage, and peace, even when things get tough. Your mind is like a battlefield, you know. Whoever has a grip on your thoughts really has a say in where you're headed. Today, I'm inviting you to share not just what you do, but also what you're thinking. Your life really starts in your mind, tucked away from everyone else but completely visible to me. Have you ever wondered how to stay positive when it feels like everything in your life is going wrong? I get that. I get what you're saying. I can see the challenges, the moments of betrayal, the heartbreaks, and those quiet disappointments that you haven't even expressed. I totally understand what you're feeling. I totally get that your losses matter. Just so you know, positive thinking isn't about acting like everything's perfect. It's really not about pretending everything's fine or putting on a brave face when you're feeling down. Positive thinking, the type I share, is rooted in my reality, the reality I experience. It's all about knowing that I'm still in control, that I can create something beautiful from the mess, that nothing goes to waste in my hands. Even when the path ahead seems unclear, I'm right there guiding you. Believing in the positive in a world that feels broken means having faith that I'm greater than the things that are falling apart. Let's concentrate on what I can offer rather than what you feel is missing. It's all about holding on to that tiny bit of faith, just like a mustard seed, and believing that something good is on the horizon. I'm not asking you to ignore the darkness. Just keep in mind that I'm the light. Choosing to believe the best, even when things don't go as planned, really connects you with who I am. When you decide to speak positively instead of complaining, you're opening up room for me to work some miracles. When you choose not to focus on failure and instead acknowledge my promises, it doesn't mean you're being naive. You're following the rules? I've made it pretty clear. Focus on what's true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. Think about those things. That was more than just good advice. That was a command to help protect your mind from harm. Your consistent thoughts shape who you become. What you think about and practice in your mind will eventually show up in your life. If you keep letting fear take over, you'll start to feel like danger is lurking around every corner. If you keep focusing on past hurts, you might end up messing up your present. When you focus on my faithfulness, my power, my provision, and my grace, you'll start to view everything as possible. That's the amazing thing about refreshing your mindset. It goes beyond just changing how you feel. It changes who you are completely. You're not defined by what others think of you. You're not defined by your trauma. You're exactly who I say you are. I've called you loved, chosen, free, equipped, anointed, and worthy. Just a little reminder to be mindful of what you allow to take up space in your thoughts. Not every thought should find a home in your heart. Not every fear is worth your focus. When those shameful thoughts pop up, just remind yourself of my grace. When anxiety fills your chest, just share what's on your mind. When insecurity starts to whisper, just respond with my promises. Hey, you know what? You really don't have to let your thoughts control you. Your thoughts can be guided by you. You can capture them. Feel free to swap them out for the truth. You can change your mindset, not just by your own efforts, but through the refreshing influence of my spirit. It might not be a walk in the park, and it probably won't happen in a flash, but stick with it and you'll see your mental landscape transform over time. When you take my word for it, you'll find that positivity comes naturally. It'll feel natural over time. Words hold a lot of power, especially the ones you say to yourself. Make sure to talk with purpose. Stop labeling yourself with names I never used. Don't put a label of failure on your future. Start talking positively about your day before it even kicks off. Start expressing your gratitude for what I'm doing, even if you haven't noticed it yet. Start by saying that my grace is sufficient, that my joy gives you strength, and that your past doesn't control your future. This isn't just a fantasy. This is faith, right? This is how my kids navigate through tough times with strength. This is how they manage to keep pushing forward when others throw in the towel. They've figured out how I think. They've figured out how to grab onto the truth and hang on tight. Once you start doing this, you'll notice your life starting to show those changes. Your relationships are going to evolve. Your energy is going to change. You'll see your capacity expand. When your mind is strong, your spirit becomes unshakable. I'm not saying that challenges will just vanish, but the way you respond to them will definitely change. You'll find that you don't have to freak out whenever something goes awry. You're not going to lose it every time someone lets you down. You'll find that you won't feel frozen when the future seems uncertain, as your mind will be grounded in me. When your mind is focused on me, no storm can drag you down. Don't underestimate how far we can go together once your thinking is in sync with the truth. Speak my truth when fear creeps in. Just keep in mind, every promise I've made is still good to go. My word isn't just something to read, it's all about living. If you let it, it can really protect your heart, refresh your mind, and give your life a boost in ways you might not have thought possible.